Welcome to Queen of Reddit. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Now, onto the video. Injure me then fire me? Okay, I'll take you to federal court and report your wife for fraud. Throwaway account PC of sensitive nature of post. Early this year I was injured on the job. My employer never disclosed his LLC was workman's comp exempt until I was in the parking lot of urgent care. I'm in a shit state for workers' rights and state law mandates that BC my boss had too few employees he was legally exempt. BC he was workman's comp exempt I couldn't say the word work at any doctor or my personal health insurance would be voided. An urgent care visit was $100 whereas workman's comp visit billed $1,500. I essentially was forced to twist the truth to get good care. Boss offered to pay medical bills and continued paying salary during recovery. So nice, right? Note, I had worked for nearly 2 years and during the entire time my boss had been so nice, giving extra holiday and birthday bonuses, defending me if someone was rude, so just being overall an ethical and honorable stand-up guy. At the 6-week mark to the day, I receive a termination email and letter of recommendation. My now ex-boss says he cares about my physical health and he worries if I continue working for him I would get injured, thereby covering his ass for personal injury/negligence claim. I reply that I am temporarily totally disabled. My state also offers no help with this for residents, and asked him that, since he failed to disclose he was Dub-C exempt, if he would do the right thing and replace Dub-C, wages only, for 6 months BCITD take me that much or longer to heal. X-rays showed no bone breaks, but MRIs showed tendon/ligament tears, which are actually tougher to heal than bone breaks. I need physical therapy and would maybe require surgery. Radio silence, crickets. Note, during all my time working, I never missed a day of work and never been written up once. Now, I move back in to live with my parents. BC my home is 2 stories and I couldn't walk upstairs. I call workman's comp and personal injury lawyers, 30+ who confirm I have 0 grounds for a winning case, despite my legitimate injuries. I begin scouring all my work-related documents and texts and discover my boss has logged my payroll as 40 hours per week flat when I averaged 50 to 60-hour work weeks, healthcare field. Note, my boss paid above market rate so I always felt I'd been paid well. And he'd made up for it via bonuses which is actually illegal to use as an overtime alternative but I didn't know this until I saw the payroll itemizations. I spent about 20 hours researching what I'm owed specifically and it's about $10,000 more than the 6 months of cash I originally asked for, since all overtime gives you liquidated damages plus lawyer's fees. I find an employment lawyer for flat fee of $1,500, all others wanted contingency % of my payout, and send a letter saying if he doesn't pay in 15 days we're taking him to federal court for FLSA violation. The letter my lawyer sent had federal all over them. Now I wish my boss had stayed radio silent and I could have taken him to court. I had all the documents to win. Unfortunately, my boss replied 2 days later with a check for the lower amount in my email. The good news? My lawyer doesn't check his mail until 15 days later and when I go to cash the check there's a stop payment. My lawyer sends a letter saying we're going to also sue for fraud in the inducement. This begins a chain of back and forth letters between my ex-boss and lawyer, with my boss basically pleading us not to sue and paying the original amount. I had to sign a release saying I wouldn't sue for anything else, but my lawyer says the release was written by an amateur, aka my ex-boss and not a real lawyer. I don't consider the fallout the money because my boss has $7 million in the bank so to him the payout was paltry. Fallout came after the payout. My boss took down all his ads and websites he had for hiring. I discover his loyal worker of 5 years read all the letters and ends up quitting. She knew I was fired for being injured too, so he's in a big hiring bind. He had pretty high turnover and even before all the drama, And I submitted a video to Social Security of my now ex-boss's wife driving a golf cart when she claims $30,000 year income from the state's disability benefits. She was always a bitch to me, and my boss knew she was lying about being blind and didn't care. He was an epic simp. Hopefully that will be a new surprise for them coming soon. I'll probably resend the 2-minute video of this golf cart driving blind woman to the state's Disability Fraud Department on a weekly basis. If we'd ended on good terms, I never would have reported her. I got in the mid-5 figures payout, but half will be going to rent and medical bills. I still have about 3 months left to heal, during which I can't work because of all the doctor's appointments, etc. I don't feel like a winner. BC, I got a payout and I'd give it all back for none of this to have happened. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to follow for more amazing stories.